What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Cold Beer Sports. Right, lads, before I go into my two selections tomorrow, what a day it was on the preview again. Mickey D crushing the bookies with Emiratiana, tipping it up to beat Starman. So really well done. What else was there? Myself and Joe Value tipping Island Brave. Really nice winner under Sylvester de Souza. Great price as well. Return tens. I backed it at 9 to 1, but we get the better price to 10 to 1. So really happy. Joe Value advising Hamish without Hookham. That bet came in as well. So a really solid day overall, especially Mickey D tipping up the big one at a massive price. And then Joe Value on his own channel, or on his own Joe show today, had a 16 to 1 winner, return 14. So really good as well. Massive prices. So really good. A quick word on my lucky 15. Bit frustrating. I thought Contact ran a poor race. Ray Dawson, a jockey I really like. I just thought he was a little bit unaware of his tactics today. He dropped in today, and that's great, no problem, drop in. But in a 6-runner race, you don't want to challenge 5 wide. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of it. He came 5 wide into the home straight and he started his run straight away, and then it just petered out. If he had to just set a bit longer, he would have ran a lot better race. Wouldn't have won or anything like that. He's becoming a bit frustrating. But anyway, we don't knock jockeys because we know how hard it is to get rides in big races. But I don't know how easy it is to win them. Funny God, look, yeah, I just thought madness challenging 5 wide, 3.5 furlongs from home in a 6-runner race. But anyway, we'll move on from that. Then we had another horse, really nice horse, this Candleford, very green, got held up and running, and he finishes second for us at 17 to 2. The jockey weighs in light. I don't know how he weighed in light. Came in 5 off 8.8. Normally you'd be in the sauna for a week to do it. But anyway, he must be a very light book. He weighed in, so that's thrown out. And then we had Documented, just bet ahead at 10 to 1. And then our other selection, Passionova, ran well, probably wants to come back a furlong. But I'd say she's a nice filly and probably a nice 7 furlong type. Or maybe she might even go back to 6 at one stage. I don't know, but I just think the mile stretched her today. I'd like to see her back in trip. But anyway, we don't dwell around here. Lots of more winners on the way. Just had the last selection of the day on Patreon winning as well. So not too bad. 2 pints win at 13 to 8. It went off 10 to 11 at 1. We had Atlas Bay as well on there. 3 pints each way. He ran okay, but I think maybe just hit a flat spot and then stayed on strongly. But he got the each way. And then we had 2 others that were a little disappointing. But anyway, if you're watching for the Patreon tomorrow, quite enough day maybe for the silver and bronze, but I might be playing a 5 pints win on the gold tier. There's a horse running tomorrow, and I think he'll win, and I think he'll win with the minimum of fuss. One little worry is the good to firm ground, but I think he'll be okay on it. I think he'll be alright because he just never ran on it. But the way he moves and everything, I think he'll be fine. So if you're watching in the gold here, we might be going to 5 pints win on a horse tomorrow. Right, before I finish up, let's just touch on France tomorrow. 2 of my most favourite horses in training. My number 1 filly in training, Snow Lantern, and a horse Baid that I predicted was the best 3-year-old in England a good while ago. After he won his maiden, I just thought he was a machine. What he's gone on to do, it didn't surprise me at all. I knew how good he was, and I'm not saying that. I genuinely did, and I've said it. I tipped him up before he went on to do any of it, and I told anyone who listened how good he was. But anyway, he runs tomorrow with Snow Lantern. Snow Lantern, I tipped up Anti-Post to win the Falmouth. She got that done for us. But look, I love Snow Lantern, and I think the 2 of them will just pull a mile clear of the field, and I think Baid will just be too good for her. But really good filly, but Baid is a special horse, I think. And it's going to be interesting because he's never met nothing as good as her, and she is very good. So if he can put her away in style, he really is the best in the business. Right, what else was I going to touch on? Oh yeah, tomorrow. Selections tomorrow. First race at York. I can't remember the name of this, but David Evans, I'll put it in the description below. David Evans has a really nice 2-year-old, and this horse ran a bit green on debut but hit the line very strong, and I think that'll run well. That's in the first race at York. It's around the 9 to 2 mark. And then in the last race in Perth, Go Fox. This horse, I know the horse well. I've often sat on him. He's quirky enough, he's tricky enough, but he ran really well in Hexham the other day for Paddy Neville down in South Limerick. And yeah, he had a really nice winner on the cards as well. So the stable's on fire. And this horse will be way better suited by the flat 2 mile track, and definitely will run well, around 17 to 2, a big price. So a pint each way on him, a pint each way on the first horse in York, and a pint each way at double. So look, hopefully Paddy Neville will get another winner on the boards. This horse is quirky, but the flat track, good ground, 2 mile will really suit him. Right, lads, the time for Cotton is over.